The McGrady Insurance Northern Ireland Rally Championship has reached round 4. And there's a 100-strong entry for the Go Tour of the Sperrins, organised by the McErlean District Motor Club. Johnny Greer is the championship leader, and he can clinch the title today.
I think it's one of those days where we're sort of going to do our own rally and forget about everybody else, because we sort of have to just go and enjoy it. It's the main thing. You know, after you get the first couple of miles under your belt, you'll relax and everything else. At the minute, everything's quite tense, but no, we'll just go out and enjoy it, and whatever will be, and we'll just go from there. If we're on the races, we're there. If we're not, we're not, as long as we can gather up the points we need. But yeah, it's kind of one of those things, you make a plan, but at the end of the day, it's always about the first couple of corners, the first stage, and then getting that under your belt and then going from there. So we'll just go out and enjoy it.
Chasing him for the title are McErlean, currently second.
Today we're looking to score high in the championship again. We had a good run in the last rally at the Mountain City, so we're looking for a similar sort of result. I know it's going to be difficult to get up on the podium with the boys ahead of us. They're going to be going very hard. So yeah, if we score well in the championship, and if we're close to Johnny Greer, we'll be happy enough. So we're a bit under the weather, I'm dosed with the cold here, so that's going to leave it challenging, but yeah, hopefully we'll be grand. After the helmet goes on, we'll be all right. This rally is the second time I've done it. Stages look very good stages. I've never been on these stages before, so it's going to be a new challenge, but yeah, the stages look very, very good, so it's just the same as the rest of them.
Making a one-off appearance is the ultra-talented Josh McErlean. Fresh from his second place at the WRC2 Rally of Portugal, he's back on home soil.
Yeah, the opportunity came up from James McErlean, who owns the car, and Woodland NI, who's been a long-time supporter for me. And yeah, it's local motor club, local event, local people and local support. So to give something back from the World Championship to a local event is definitely something fun for me, and obviously everyone involved from local supporters, as I said, and yeah, we have to have fun today because WRC is a different environment than here. It's giving something back, of course, but no, just to see the local people that I've grew up with, and yeah, family and friends. So no, it's great, and yeah, to do something like this here in home roads is definitely something I've been looking forward to. It's been 4 years since something like this, so yeah, we'll have to have fun. No, there's still quick guys here. You can't be sniffed to anything. There's a lot of WRC likes of Craig Breen came back maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and it was definitely tight racing. So no, you can't take anything for granted here, and you have to push from the start.
And as expected, Josh blasts into the early lead with James Fulton in the Volkswagen Polo R5. There are 3 stages, each repeated twice. Desi Henry is second after the opening couple of stages. Johnny Greer. There's also an exciting 2-wheel drive battle going on. It's led by Jason Black in car 103. With Camillus Bradley, car 14, in second. He's an expert in the ultra-popular Mark II Escorts, a car which always entertains.
The feeling you get when you're in the car. I suppose it's not. There's still a lot of driving in them, and they're hard to control, and they want, like, they're always wanting to, say, slide, but just a great feeling in them. Great, lovely feeling when you're inside them. Well, Well, it's close to the best feeling you can probably get when you're on song and things is going good. It's absolutely, it is something else, like, yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. Always, I love to, just be always trying to make them better and better. And it's always nice to see a nice, good Escort, or any car for that part of it. But the Escorts, we do nothing else really. We just specialise in supplying parts all over the world and building that Escort, so, and maintaining. So, love it. Yeah, love it. I started to build this car about maybe 10 years ago, and it sat then for years, and then we just about 6 months ago said, right, I'm going to make it happen, because if I don't, the next thing I'll be quit. So no, we're at it probably strong as last 6 months now, and this is the first day, well, my first stage really out, and starting to go in it. So looking forward, really be a test. It'll be a test day really. To I have no idea yet how she's going to perform.
I just love rallying. My father introduced me to rallying many years ago, and I've always been to rallying, so it's in the blood, you know, and just love fast cars probably. Well, the Escort's quite popular, as you probably know, but I was always a Talbot Sunbeam man up until 2018 when I swapped to the dark side, as people tell me. But I've basically a Sunbeam as well, which is an Escort with a Sunbeam shell. But no, it's a popular car, easy maintained. I do all the work myself on the car, so parts are easily available as well, even though it's an old car. So they're the go-to car.
Jimmy Mills leads the historic Northern Ireland Championship.
It's my dream. If I could have afforded it 35, 40 years ago, I would have been driving a car like that. But look, I'm here for the fun. I'm here to meet people that I met when I rallied 40 years ago. So I enjoy meeting the people, I enjoy taking part. You do get nervous, you do get a bit wound up, but look, I'm out to have fun, and obviously you like to compete to a certain extent. I have to take a wee look at my birth certificate now and again to think, no, you just need to get to the finish and get around and have a bit of fun. My car, you're using what would have been, that car would have been built the same 50 years ago basically. You have a much different gearbox, you have no driver aids like traction control, launch control, paddle shift, flat shift, any of that sort of thing. It's all down to the driver. You have to press the pedal and turn the wheel, and it's not easy without power steering sometimes, especially whenever you get a longer twisty stage. There's a lot of effort put into it, but look, that's what the fun is. And sadly nowadays the tyres and all are so good, so much better than when I rallied previously. The grip levels are fantastic, and it doesn't make sense to slide the car the same, but that's what the fun is. And my navigator keeps saying, keep off the handbrake, but no, that's another lever you have to use. That's the fun part. The car previously belonged to the late Drew Wiley, who had a lot of fun in the car too, and sadly he's no longer with us. But the car mostly is maintained with Billy McErlean, who would have built the car for Drew, and Billy's great character. And look, I've met a lot of new friends through the rallying again, and that's the part that I really enjoy. So, well, all these newer Mark II Escorts and stuff are fantastic cars, but still there's an element of people, especially mostly maybe from my era, who like the sound of a BDA engine. They like the noise that it makes. They like maybe the style that you should be driving it in. If you had some of the proper drivers here driving cars like that, they would be phenomenal to watch. But you're stuck with boys like me. We're here to try and get points for the championship because we had a non-finish in Bishop's Court and we had to get the engine rebuilt, and we need to try and get the points for the championship again. But yeah, look, we'll be out to enjoy it. Young Tommy O'Connell will be in a different league. But look, we'll see.
The Nesbitt family is well represented. Graham, son of the legendary Andrew, whose brother Alan is making an appearance too.
As you know, we've always been into rallying. Andrew's always been into it for a lifetime, and we always have done a bit as well, but not that much, just a bit now and again for a bit of crack.
Stages are very clean. It's credit to the motor club. They've put together a fantastic rally, no chicanes, all really nice stuff, so really looking forward to getting out there. been blessed with a great background in the sport, and I've thoroughly enjoyed, you know, everything that Andrew achieved and being part of that. But I'm just here for a bit of fun and to enjoy myself, and no pressure at all.
A lot of it is not just about the rally, it's about meeting people. There's a lot of nice people around Raleigh, and everybody's there to help each other, and it's a good atmosphere.
I'm not quite sure where the madness comes from, but I think once it's in the blood, it's hard to leave. So, you know, we've made great friendships, great pleasure, great enjoyment through the years. So, really very lucky to be part of this community and to be back out in the States with ourselves.
It's nice now to see Graham getting out. He's talked about it for a while. It's nice to see Graham getting out in his new car, and it's nice to see him coming on now, and I hope he does really well.
Look, it's a tight-knit circle, and you know, you come back here year in, year out, you see the same faces, and then you see their next generations coming along, and the common denominator is we're all enjoying ourselves, so that's the most important thing.
As the joke goes, Andrew's the fast nest, but I'm the slow one.
Rodney White, father of micro challenge competitor Philip, is out today in a unique 2.5 litre Sunbeam.
I've rallied Sunbeams for years. I mean, all the top drivers have driven Sunbeams back in the day. There's Stephen Whitford, there's Stephen Whitford, and there's Stephen Whitford. So I had this car for a number of years, decided to build it into a 2.5 modified car. Started it back in 2020. It has taken now to get it over the line, like, so it's my turn to go out and have a bit of fun today. Well, my father actually never was a driver. He always was a navigator back in the 70s and competed on the Circuit of Ireland whenever it was a 5-day rally. He did that twice, but he also did a lot of smaller rallies as well. So it was passed down to my brother and I, then it was passed down to my son, and my brother's two sons were actually at it there for a wee while as well. They have taken a bit of a sabbatical because they're getting married and so forth. So yeah, the family history, and it's, you know, it's a great way to meet people. It's a lot of great people here, contacts with work, just, you know yourself. Sport brings every denomination together, something the politicians can't do. I'm like a child on the way to the sweetie shop today. I really have wanted a 2.5 car for a number of years, and the whole plan was, my late brother, he had a 2.5 Escort, and the plan was to go out and do a bit of rallying with him. No, it's just been a dream to have one of these cars, and I feel privileged just to get the chance to do it now. So. He was a guy that I looked up to all my life and helped me, and even when I started in business, he was a guy I turned to. So I'll be thinking a lot of him now when I drive up to the start line, you know. He was a good benchmark for anybody in a 2.5 car, so now I'm looking forward to it.
In the main event, there were 3 drivers out in front competing for a rally win rather than concerning themselves with the points battle for the Northern Ireland Championship. Josh McErlean was untouchable under James Fulton's notes. They shone at the front. A power issue hindered a challenge from Maiden City winner Desi Henry. Despite the problem, the Citroën C3 Rally 2 driver secured runner-up spot by 43 seconds. Jason Mitchell bagged 2 second fastest times with Paddy McCrudden to first close to within a second of Jonathan Greer after stage 3, and then edge in front of Greer on stage 5. Jason Dixon was 5th and is 2nd on the championship table going into the Cookstown Motor Club finale. Aaron McLaughlin's challenge was hampered by a mechanical issue on the opening stage, and he would end up only finishing 28th overall. That may prove to be costly in the final standings. Jonathan Greer's superb drive for 4th was enough to clinch the Northern Ireland Rally Championship with a round to spare.
Yeah, it's great. I know we came here sort of knew we could get the championship tied up a round early, and we've always had, every year we've done the Northern Ireland Championship, I've always had one round that's caught us out, and we're sort of very aware of that today, that this could be the round that would catch us out. So it was very much like trying to enjoy it, but at the same time trying to make sure we didn't take any chances and get around, and that was kind of what we've done in the end. But still enjoyed the day. But it's just you kind of have to drive within yourself just to make sure everything goes okay, and then you're sort of, sometimes when you're doing that, mistakes can creep in because you're not fully concentrating, you're not fully using the car. So, but no, delighted. It's just really good to get the challenge wrapped up for another year, and say it's been quite the last 4 years have been very good for us. With one championship back in 2017, and then the last 4 years. So yeah, it's been a good run. I think the more and more years you clock them up, that it's sort of somebody's obviously looking to stop you at some point. But this year's been very good. We had a good start to the year with 2 wins right off the bat, and then that just kept us going the whole year. So we got the season sort of finished now with 4 maximum scores out of 4 counting rounds. So we couldn't do any better than that, really. So yeah, it's been good. I've really enjoyed it.
Oh, great. Hey, it's Northern Ireland Championships. The championship been coming through for a long time. So marshalling these rallies from when I was no H2, and I think I was second in this championship way back 2013. So to finally get the win, and it's just amazing. And all credit to Johnny. He's drove fantastic all year. It's no wonder he's a multiple Northern Ireland champion, and great events, great people. What more could you ask for?
Josh McErlean won 5 of the 6 stages to win the overall rally. A triumphant homecoming.
It's been an unbelievable 2 weeks. After Portugal and then to come here, and everyone supported us to get here, and yeah, it's a good feeling. First victory at home, local motor club, and yeah, it calls for a party tonight, I think. Yeah, we've always doubted what we would be like at home. It's hard to know to judge the pace or what's what. And yeah, we went into the weekend not knowing what to expect. We focused in one stage, and I'd say we did the damage over the 2 passes of that stage. And I think that's what it takes, and knowing what to do and when to do it is what's important in rallying. And yeah, we managed it from there, and it's good. And I just want to thank everyone that's made it happen. James McCarville, Woodlana and I, Conor McCluskey, and IN Sport for the car as well. So yeah, it's a good feeling, and we need to enjoy it now. I would say it's a different type of pressure. Obviously everyone's expecting you to win because you've been in the World Championship, but honestly it's been good racing all day. These guys aren't slow either, there's no doubt about that there. And yeah, to have two good guys beside us in the podium is makes it better. So I'm sure everyone will enjoy it tonight.
And a very successful event for the organising club.
It's absolutely fantastic to have our local boy home in his motor club, and he has been so gracious. He's such an inspiration to everyone, and a fabulous sports person. And to have him come here off the international stage and do his home event has been a great honour. And it actually meant a great deal to Josh. He sent us a few messages saying that he was really looking forward to the event, what as a child had been his ambition to take part in, and also that it was the first time in a long time that the night before the event he was sleeping in his own bed at home and getting to do a rally that he'd always wanted to do. If we're talking social media hits, we would normally get 100 on a good day, but I think you'll find there's a few thousand when all the Josh McErlean fans come on board. So it's made a huge difference to all of us, and it's just lovely to have the whole McErlean family support network here supporting us and looking after the rally so well. So we've been very blessed.
Well done to Josh and to Johnny. We'll see you for the final round of the McGrady Insurance Northern Ireland Championship, the Tyrone stages in July.